Hello, everyone. I am Renowned Zero, and it would appear that the Star Wars movies from Kevin Feige and Patty Jenkins have been shelved, and Taika Waititi is looking to go ahead and star in his own film because, once again, the Star Wars brand is pretty much dead. Even as The Mandalorian season 3 is going, even as it's going, I mean, no one seems to be hyped for it, considering they fired Gina Carano, which they never should have. She was pretty much the best part of the show. Everyone loved Cara Dune. Everyone bought the merchandise of Cara Dune, and getting rid of her was the biggest mistake that Disney has ever made when it comes to Star Wars. Besides all the other crappy mistakes that they've already made with Star Wars. Jumping in this article here from Variety. Star Wars shakeup: Kevin Feige and Patty Jenkins movie shelved. Taika Waititi looking to star in his own film exclusive. When Jon Favreau stepped on the red carpet for season 3 premiere of The Mandalorian on February 28th, Disney Plus show's creator and executive producer was feeling nostalgic. Although you should have fought for Gina Carano's job, which you seem to have not. It's been a while since we've been all together here like this. Favreau told Variety, evoking the November 29th premiere for the launch of the show, and then Disney Plus itself. It was before the first episode aired. At that time, The Mandalorian was a scrappy land speeder in the vast Star Wars galaxy, nipping at the heels of shitty movies made by shitty directors that was expected just a month later to obliterate the box office like a cinematic Death Star. Instead, The Mandalorian became a global sensation thanks to the incandescent cuteness of Baby Yoda, blasting Disney Plus into Lightspeed with 26.5 million subscribers in its first 6 weeks. This terrible movie, on the other hand, imploded in spectacular fashion. The film earned just half the gross of the first terrible movie, and the widespread scorn of fans and Star Wars movie development has been stuck in the bogs of Dagobah ever since. Whereas Disney Plus boasts a robust fleet of live-action Star Wars series, 3 streamed in 2022 alone, not a single Star Wars movie has received a green light, let alone gone into production. Boy, because they shouldn't. The Disney trilogy was absolute trash. I've erased those movies from my mind. They do not destroy the original trilogy for me because they don't exist, and they're fan fiction. They are just simply fan fiction, and they're trash. Andor, as people said, it was good. Supposedly, no one cares about a dead character, similar to the fashion of Black Widow. When that movie came out, no one cared. We already know how her story ended. Kenobi was a disgrace, completely wasting Hayden Christensen, completely wasting Ewan McGregor. It's just a waste of time to watch that. The earliest film is scheduled to debut in theaters in December 2025, 6 years after this terrible movie. It's not for want of trying. In December 2020, Lucasfilm chief Kathleen Kennedy announced that Wonder Woman helmer Patty Jenkins would direct the next Star Wars movie, the one-off adventure Rogue Squadron. It's better to just read the books. But in September 2022, they pulled the title from the scheduled December 2023 release. The sources with knowledge of the production say it's no longer in active development at the studio. Shouldn't give her any more movies. Wonder Woman 1984 was hot dog shit, and that's that. A rep for Lucasfilm did not respond to requests for comment. December Jenkins said in a statement she was still developing Rogue Squadron, but I don't know if it will happen. Meanwhile, Variety has learned that a possible Star Wars feature produced by Marvel Studios chief Kevin Feige is also no longer in active development. When news of the Feige's involvement with a Star Wars film broke in September 2019, it turned out fan speculations since widely debunked that he was in line to replace Kennedy as the leader of Lucasfilm. Please no. The movie remained alive as recently as May 2022 when screenwriter Michael Waldron, who wrote this terrible movie, told Variety that he'd started working on a Star Wars screenplay for Feige. I'm enjoying having the freedom on that to do something that's not necessarily a sequel or anything. 5 months later, Feige hired Waldron to write the script for 2026's Secret Wars, the endgame-style culmination of Marvel Studios' multiverse saga, which will most likely flop like every single movie in Phase 4 and essentially Phase 5 will. Between that project and the 19 other titles and counting that Marvel's announced for theaters and streaming in the next few horror years, Feige's responsibility to the MCU are keeping him far, far away from Star Wars. As for Rian Johnson, the in-demand filmmaker has made no secret for he still wants to make the Star Wars movies he first announced in 2017. He'll never get those movies. The Last Jedi was a dog shit film and destroyed all the canon of Star Wars. And Kennedy has been clear that Lucasfilm still wants him to, but Johnson's meeting priorities, continuing his Benoit Blanc with Daniel Craig for Netflix and season 2 of his hit Peacock series Poker Face with Natasha Lyonne will keep him occupied. So what Star Wars movie could slot in that open 2025 release? Sources say Thor Love and Thunder filmmaker Taika Waititi, which he shouldn't be directing a Star Wars movie either. No. Continues to work on his possible Star Wars feature, and he would most likely have a part in it as well, similar to in prominence to his standout role as an imaginary this person, the funny mustache man, his Oscar-winning 2019 feature Jojo Rabbit. He should just stick to his own films, similar to a Rian Johnson. And although Lucasfilm has yet to officially confirm it, sources say the studio is committed to a Star Wars movie from director Shamin Abeconcino, a two-time Oscar-winning documentarian. So stick to documentaries. Star Wars is not a documentary. Star Wars is a space opera fantasy world. Leave that person over there. No experience in the genre? No. Who made her live-action narrative debut with 2 episodes of a trash show called Miss Marvel. Damon Lindelof made another trash show called Watchmen. And Justin Britt Gibson, never heard of that show, were attached in October to write the script. Whether one of these films or some yet unannounced project lands at the front of the line has been a fiercely guarded secret at Lucasfilm, but sources say the studio began to unveil its plans for the future of Star Wars cinema at the Star Wars Celebration convention in London the weekend of April 7th. Yeah, the same Star Wars Celebration show that's supposed to have a Star Wars drag panel. That same Star Wars Celebration. That announcement, however, will compete with expected updates for at least 4 Disney Plus series, including the final season of the critically acclaimed Andor. It's not really critical. Yeah, it's critically acclaimed by shills. New shows from Leslie Headland, which is going to suck. John Watts' Skeleton Crew, which is also going to suck. And the first major push for Ahsoka, that might be good. A spin-off of the Mandalorian animated series. Hopefully they will use it to erase the Disney garbage. The Clone Wars starring Rosario Dawson aims to debut in late summer. So yeah, essentially, all the terrible movies that will be coming out have all been shelved for the most part. Seems like they want Taika Waititi still to make a Star Wars film, which I believe he should stay far away from. He should go the Rian Johnson route and stay making his own films in his own little world that he's in and all that good stuff. And please just stop making more movies. The Disney trilogy was garbage. Like I said already, I erased those movies from my brain. They don't exist to me. The movies ended with Return of the Jedi, and that's it. That's it. They continue in the EU, and that's all there is to it. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. Make sure you hit that like button if you do like the video. Comment below what you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set it to all that we get notifications anytime I post a new video. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.